I'm Leigh LaRie.
And I'm Nik B.
Listen, we're just two single girls from the City of Roses discussing all things love, lust, and perception.
And roses are a symbol of all things beautiful about love.
But as you know, love can get a little dirty, so we're here to talk about it.
Dirty Roses Podcast starts now.
Hey, I'm Leigh LaRie.
And I'm Nik B.
And welcome to Dirty Roses Podcast. Okay, today we are doing something. We're not doing it, but we're talking about stuff that I love.
Yes, of course.
Because, you know, I love them strippers. I love them strippers. And they don't even matter, male or female. I like them all. You know what I'm saying? I love a good time. So, we have scoured the globe. And we have found the best of the best. And I'm so excited that we are being joined by the beautiful, the amazing, the Miss Chyna. Lady, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, we did like a little bit of some what's the word when you research?
Oh God.
I don't know. Nik B and I have researched strippers and events, and we've had our own experiences. And you know, sometimes we tell stories. I say sometimes now because you know we used to always tell a story.
Yes.
And you know, I got away from that. But for this one, I got stories.
You got stories.
I got stories. Y'all know I used to work at a strip club. You know what I'm saying?
And I used to go to all the strip clubs after game night with the family.
You did, to eat chicken.
With the family.
With Mama.
Yeah.
And everybody eat
But no,
chicken.
Mom stayed at home. But
Mom didn't go.
She's the only one that didn't come. I mean, you know. Someone got to pick us up when we can't drive home.
That part.
But, you know, my brothers and sisters and cousins.
Absolutely.
All
That's
of
very
us.
fitting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know. So I love strippers. I love strip clubs. I love the whole vibe, the environment of sexual freedom.
I like the steak.
Letting your hair down. You love Acropolis, don't you?
No, Exotica when they were around used to have good
we were
steaks.
just talking about Exotica behind the scenes. I loved Exotica. I missed them. But so I used to work at a strip club. I was a bartender. Unfortunately, I didn't have the body for it. I still don't. But you know, I like to do what I do. But as the bartender, I saw a lot of crazy, funny things. And one of the funniest things that I experienced was the pregnant stripper who used to give a 2-for-1 special.
What?
She was offering 2-for-1 lap dances, and people couldn't figure out if it was really like a 2-for-1 because you're doing 2 for 1 or it's because you're pregnant, and we couldn't figure it out. But she got into a fight with another girl because the girl got on the main stage when it was her turn, and she got mad, and the girl wouldn't come off the stage. So the pregnant stripper picked up one of those metal trash cans threw it at the stage. The bouncer would not get in between. He's like, I ain't touching no naked women. I said, bruh, you're hired for this job to do that. He would not stop the fight. So me at 5'2", and the girl was tall before she had on her heels. She was probably about 6'4" with the heels on and pregnant. The other girls across the room, they're throwing trash cans and stuff. There's glasses going everywhere. And I'm like, please, for the baby, don't do it.
For the baby. The baby's already at work, okay?
There's nothing you could tell a mad stripper about losing money if she's mad. But I was like, but you're pregnant, so maybe I can use that against you to not fight. So anyways, they eventually stopped the fight. The owner used to watch us on cameras from his house because I think he was kind of a creeper.
Okay.
He absolutely called. It was like 11:30. He was like, shut down. I was like, bro, I only made $40.
Oh my God.
He was like, shut it down. I was like, damn, everybody got to go home. But that was like one of my most wildest, crazy stripper moments.
Have you ever worked with a pregnant stripper?
I can never tell nowadays.
Wait,
listen.
Like they're just not showing, or
there's men with fetishes.
I don't know
though.
if she's just.
I
don't know.
You know they got all body types on the pole now. Yeah, all body types.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I haven't really been to any strip clubs that are bigger girls. So like I've only been to, I guess what you would see stereotypical strippers. That body.
Gotcha.
Right. So.
We used to cater at another strip club when we first started catering. Of course we did.
did.
And it was like a low budget. It was literally like the practice club. Like a lot of girls would go there to practice because it wasn't a big club. It was called, I don't want to say what it's called, but it was in Southeast. But
she's like, I another one.
There's a few. It was really small, and it's not there no more. It's now like a German restaurant, but but it was tiny. And they used to sell $1 rubber bands. This one girl, bless her heart, I called her my little sis. I called her my little stripper sis. But she will allow people to snap her with the rubber bands, and they would sell the rubber bands for $1. And I was like, this has got to be the most degrading thing ever because A, that hurts, and men drunk thinking that that's what she wanted, would like excessively snap back.
Wait. What's the point of selling a rubber band? Are these like Live Strong bands?
No, they were rubber bands, and they would snap her on the ass with the rubber bands.
But why are we selling rubber bands? Like,
To
what's
make money.
snap?
It's her.
That's a thing?
It was their thing.
Then.
So they sold rubber bands for $1, and for the $1 they got to snap the rubber band against the girl's butt, and it was a thing.
That's
And it was
weird.
like during a specific time that they were like rubber band time, and they play Rubber Band Man by T.I., and it was a whole
That
thing.
sounds like everybody had welts on their ass at the end of the
She
night.
did, like high key. She did. I was like, sis. She's like, it's okay, and I was like,
Oh,
it's
no,
not. I was like,
shoot.
if you like it, I love it, but I don't know if you like it or not.
She gets beat on for fun.
Oh, I don't think so. She was a really sweet, and she came to the other club when I started working there. She was like, "You there? I'm on my way."
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
"Come through, sis.
Oh my
We about
gosh.
to make this money." It was really fun. But yeah, it was that club had all of like the bad body, beach body, whatever girls. They were just special. Like that was the one where I remember the girl had the big titties that hung down. I told you she ran to me and gave me a hug with her boobs out, and I was like, "Oh, I love you, but please, the boobs up, away." So, anyways. But I know you have a stripper story.
I mean, I have a few.
You've
I remember,
told it before.
I've already told this, but I don't know if
Yeah.
did I tell you about the one, the stripper Brooke? Did I tell you about her?
With the same name?
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. I was like, oh my god. Okay, so when she walked in, you guys, I gave her a hug, and I was like, oh my god, you smell really good, because she does. And it made me think when I was at this other strip club, a girl was giving me a lap dance. I was like, wow, you smell really, really nice. And she's like, thanks. She's like, what's your name? I was like, Nicole. She says, what's your name? Or first I asked her name. She says, my name is Brooke. And she's like, what's your name? I say, it's Nicole. Oh my God, my real name is Nicole. I was like, ow. Oh, but recently I went to Paint and Sip.
Oh, right. That was
It was on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And we were painting supposedly
the
live
love
models.
taps.
We're gonna have to insert this motion into the thing. But so the male dancer came over to me, and my awkward self, he's dancing on me, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I just start tickling his belly. I just gave him little tummy tickles and I patted him on the ass, and I was like, oh my God, your lotion is amazing. Do you make this? Where can I buy it? I'm that awkward. That actually happened.
And then she was like, here's a crispy dollar.
And I did. I said, where should I put your dollar? I said, you earned this.
And then he was like, I'm walking away. I cannot. But okay, so enough of our stories.
Yes.
We are being joined by Chyna. And so in what we talked about via our communications, you are a single mom. You love dancing, and you've been dancing since 2013. Okay, so you were like a vet. Like you could
guess you
mentor.
could call it but yeah, that's a long time.
Isn't
12
it?
years.
Yeah.
Is that long time for your profession? Is that considered a long
I
time?
feel like
Okay.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
What's the?
But you still look good. So I'm like, when you walked in, I was like, wait a minute. She said since 2010. I was like, man, when you were 2, what were you doing? Like, okay, Barbie and Ken just on the pole.
What's the normal lifespan for a dancer?
I can't answer that.
No.
A lot of
But
girls have different,
Okay.
time spans they want to dance. 2 years, 3 years. But really, when you're like, oh, this is my last year, it's never
Never
true.
your last year.
I've been saying that for a couple of years. Like last year for my birthday, I was like, oh, this is my last birthday as a stripper. That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's my last, my last 21st birthday as a stripper. Next year is gonna be my last
Right.
22nd.
Okay. Yeah, no. I love it. I don't know. I loved it.
Did you how did you even get into stripping?
Yeah.
So, okay. I was a CNA after I had my son. My mother and my grandmother
Look,
loved
we're
it.
gonna talk afterwards because I'm
They pushed me into that, and I was like, you know what? I got to do it. I'm a mom now. So I did it a year and a half in. I was like, I do not want to do this. Something, personal happened on the job, and I was like, you know what? Negative.
On the CNA job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I started going out with my friends to a juice bar called Diamonds. It was on 33rd and Sandy. It's not there no more, sadly. I was so sad when it shut down. But I would go there as a customer with all my friends, and we would just have a good time. And I met this dancer named Layla.
Okay.
Oof.
Shout out Layla.
Okay.
Yes, because yes, ma'am. She's the one. Yeah, she's the one who made all this. But she's dancing on stage. She had this beautiful body. I mean, big breasts.
Okay.
No
The
waist.
titties was
No
titties.
waist.
No waist, and a big ass. I'm huge. The girl was beautiful.
Really? Ooh,
And we bonded because we had just had our kids. She had twins.
Okay.
But she looked amazing. Like, I'm
like baby wear.
Literally babies wear.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, I'm tipping her and she's like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Why aren't you dancing? And I was like, oh girl, I just had my son. I'm so insecure about my boobs because they, they're not sitting like they used to sit. I had my son. When I had my son, I was 19. Okay. So, I had them perky.
19-year-old.
I've had double D's since I was like 16. Yeah. So, like, they were beautiful. Yeah. So, and she's like, girl, you don't see my titties? I said, girl, you right. So, she was like, I want to see you in here tomorrow. Oh. Auditioning. And I was like, yes, ma'am. That's all. And
but you had never danced before.
Never danced before.
Okay, now when we say never danced though, but did you? I know sometimes people have like a generally like sexual nature of like how you like to like dance the club with your homegirls, because I know we be like out here grinding slow, whatever doing. So was it like dancing was natural to you, or was this completely foreign?
I feel like it was natural because when I was like 15, I used to go to the Miracles Club on MLK.
Yep, Miracles.
Not the Miracles.
The Recovery Club.
I was gonna say, but they did a teen night though back in the day.
Yes, when I was 15, they had. It was always
so weird to me, but we'll talk about that later. Cause
another show.
So yeah, when I was a little, hot in the tail. But, me and my cousins, we would, because they lived at the apartments on MLK,
Gotcha,
Yeah. So we would walk down to Miracles and just dance our hearts out all night. And it was just so much fun. So I feel like transitioning into stripping was easy because I already had the rhythm. I had the, the smooth movement. So, yeah, I already had it in me, I feel like.
So did you have like a routine, or you just get up there and you just start moving?
I got up there and I just started moving. I just started moving, and I'm not gonna say my first night was busy because it was not. It was very dead. Oh, no. There were a couple, men who want to see the little minors because they're creeps.
Yeah.
Okay. So they came in, but my whole first shift, Layla taught me basic spins, how to give a proper lap dance. And it was just my whole first night was just learning the ropes from her. Okay. But my mother was a dancer.
Oh.
Okay. So that night when she told me, I want to see you in here tomorrow, but I called my mom the next day. Mom,
what your mom?
What I need to do?
Oh, wait. Was she supportive?
Oh, she was all for it.
Okay.
She was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Don't get naked unless there's $20 on your stage and whoop whoop and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, bet. Okay. Right. So my mom laced me with game.
Yeah.
Before I even started.
Okay.
Layla helped me.
Okay.
With all the rest.
Okay.
So, gotcha. So that's how we got started. Okay. So you were CNA first, and then you went to dancing. And how long before you transitioned from the juice bar to like full nudity bar? Because if you don't know,
so I was still 20.
For those that don't know, juice bars you cannot get fully naked in. Correct?
No,
right?
no. This one.
Could you?
Yeah. This one was full nude.
Oh, really?
Because there's no alcohol. Portland isn't like that.
Oh, okay. Because
Portland is a full nude club.
No matter what.
No matter where you at.
But juice bar means underage under 21 can come in?
Yes. Okay. 18 and up can come in. There's no alcohol. This is just all juice, Red Bulls, and all that stuff. But you can definitely get fully nude.
Oh, can you? Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So, but you transitioned from a juice bar to another club.
I did.
How long did it take for you to get there?
I feel like I stayed at Diamonds for a minute.
Okay.
I actually worked at Heat, which is long gone now, but I worked there and we had to stay in a certain section because we were minors.
Okay.
My first 21 and up club, I want to say, was Black Cauldron, which is long.
I don't even know that.
Which is long gone now too. Okay. It was on 159th and Stark.
Okay.
And it's a sister club to Casa Diablo.
Okay.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I worked there when I was freshly 21. And then Subies as well when I was a minor.
My brother, I'm sure.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, no.
I'm sure. We'll talk off
camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's, we're like, silence. Okay, so with all those transitions, did you find that money was better in certain places, and why? Like, why was money better in certain areas?
I don't think I can say money was better. It just depends on who you are as a person, who you are as a dancer, and who likes you.
Okay. But let me ask this: at the juice bar, was it good money there? Because I would think that
the drunker you are, the more
the easier you are to spend your money. Yeah. And then also just you stay longer because you're drinking. You know, like
well, at a juice bar because we're open till 6 a.m.
Oh,
people come in regardless because we're open.
Come there after the other clubs
exactly.
Close.
And they are already drunk, so they come in regardless. So I was definitely making good money at Diamonds. Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. Okay, so to make good money as a dancer, what is this? What does this consist of?
I'm gonna answer as my younger self.
Okay.
Being nice, being approachable, smiling, and playing into whatever role of the man that's sitting in front of you.
Okay.
As my older self, I don't give a fuck. You gonna spend it or not?
Because if not, he will.
Because at this point, I'm like at this point of me dancing, I prefer money to come to me.
Right.
Because it's guaranteed.
Gotcha.
And 90% of the time, that's what's happening for me.
Okay.
Like, if it's a weekend and it's busy and I'm drinking, I'm definitely gonna make myself, work my way around the room.
Mm-hmm.
But on a Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm tipsy, maybe, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you come to me, and that's what happens.
And it just works out that way.
It does.
Do you do private rooms?
Yes.
You do?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
And that's usually where the good money is at, I assume.
Yeah, but if somebody is gonna make my day on the stage all night, I'm all for it.
Okay, I know that your mentor taught you like moves and dances and stuff. Was it hard to learn how to like really dance on a pole?
Damn.
Like, do you have to have bad upper body strength? Because I could never climb the rope in PE. I'm just saying, I would be the stripper just walking around the bottom, swinging like this, not going up.
She gonna do the little clap
that
cheeks,
would
and
be
then she
me.
gonna bend over. She
That'd
gonna
be
slide
me.
down with the
But
little
you know,
squat.
I totally envy the girls on P-Valley. I'm like, the athleticism of, being able to do those dances, those stunts. It's wild. Are you able to do stuff like that?
Yes.
Damn.
How do you take gymnastics after hours? How do you do that?
I don't. I either watch other girls or I just watch YouTube videos or, TikTok videos and I learn at work. When it's slow at work, I'm practicing on the phone.
Have you ever hurt yourself while trying something?
One time in my 12 years, oh my God, I was at work and it was a slow night. There was a couple people in there, but it was a couple faces that I already knew, so I didn't really care. I took my shoes off on the backstage to practice a certain pole move, and because I didn't have the grip on my feet from my shoes, a bitch plummeted. But I moved my face just in time, so it was all shoulder and side. I laid there for a couple of seconds, and I was like,
"How high up were you?"
I don't think it was that tall of a pole. Maybe 9 feet tall.
Still a lot.
10 feet
Still
tall.
hard.
And I was at the top. So, the sound, I wasn't too fond of it.
Do you only dance here locally or do you travel?
So I spend most of my time in Portland, but when I do travel to dance, I go to Phoenix.
Okay.
Shout out to Jaguars.
Oh, okay.
That's my baby
Mental
right there.
note.
Yes, I love it. It's huge. It has 6 stages.
Oh.
Huge VIP room.
Okay.
And then they have floor dances at all the tables. You just make money where you standing at.
Got you.
So that's what I love so much about it. Well, you can need a dancer license out there.
Okay.
But it is only $25.
Oh.
Everywhere else is $200.
I was gonna say because Vegas, that sheriff's card is serious.
So wait, okay, because I don't know anything about this. You have to be licensed to be a dancer
In Phoenix.
just in Phoenix.
Yes.
So that's not every state rule. That's
Every state has their own rules.
Yes.
Okay.
So like in Vegas, you have to have a sheriff's card. They call it a sheriff's card.
Essentially the same thing, different name.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
Okay.
much.
And then I imagine, okay, you're licensed in the state you want to do your dancing. Do you still have to audition if you go to any other club, or can you just say, hey, I'm a dancer, I'm in town, do you have any room tonight? Is it
Oh,
like
no,
that?
you still have to audition.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you do travel out of town, how long do you have to stay for it to be worth the travel?
It's been different every time I've went to Phoenix. I've went for 2 weeks and made a bag. I've went for a month and made nothing. But I did mess up the last time I went to Phoenix, and I went during the hottest month of the summer, and that's when everybody leaves Phoenix. That's when everybody's out of town. They go into cooler places, so the clubs are dead. So that was my mistake.
Got you.
And then my best friend didn't tell me.
She said, "Let me look at this camera."
Right.
You
know who I'm watching.
Because you know who I'm talking to. But yeah, she was like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you." And I was like,
"Damn,
you
after
forgot."
you went."
Girl.
So with dancing and going to other locations, are you in a relationship?
No, I'm single. I've been single for 2 years.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
While you were in a relationship, was it hard having a relationship align with your profession?
Not on my end, because I know who I am.
She's like, I was good.
And I no, for real. I know who I am.
Yeah.
But it's hard because dealing with insecure men, they're gonna always have that assumption in their head about whatever they thinking.
Yeah.
And whatever people perceive strippers as.
Right.
They're gonna put that on every stripper, even though we're all our own individuals.
Right.
And do you find that men like approach you because obviously the sexual attraction, they're like, they want what they see, and then once they get you, they want to change you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Knowing where they met you is what was attracted them to
They
you.
want to take you home and have you for themselves.
And then make you a housewife. Don't leave the house.
Yeah.
So are there, okay, we're going to ask this question. Are there limitations to what you will do at the club or outside the club?
So I don't do work outside the club.
Okay. We're going to take a sip on that one.
Inside the club, I do. I let people know my rules before we get into the dance.
Okay.
You can touch my boobs. You can touch my ass. Do not touch my vagina, and don't put your tongue nowhere on my body.
Has that happened
And this
before?
is how I talk to people. Like this,
Yeah.
how I am outside is I'm not finna put on a mask for the club.
Yeah.
How you meet me is what you get in and out inside of the club. So it's I have to lay down the rules because a lot of men, if I don't, some nights I do forget, and then they try to do it, and I'm like, so you want this dance to be over?
Right.
You want me to take your money, and you're not getting nothing.
I'm still taking
Okay.
his
So
money.
you want to behave? Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure that you've established these rules because you've experienced some things.
Exactly.
So what led you to create these rules? What was
my little speech before we start is I normally just get in there, we start. I don't care what time, I don't care what part of the song we on. This is your first song. When we sit down, we starting. That's it. And I've had men like, cause in the lap dance, when I'm turned away from him, when I'm standing up shaking my ass, you know, and I bend over, I've had a man lick me. I backhanded that motherfucker real hard. He learned his lesson that night. So ever since that man, them is my rules.
rules in place?
Don't try nothing when I'm not looking, cause baby, promise you, you're not gonna like the result.
Don't you have bouncers like around you that are supposed to
They're
kind of help?
You ain't hear my story? He ain't touching
No,
nobody.
I mean, I know you're not touching. Okay, but I'm still going back to PValley where I'm looking at old boy where he's like, yo, hands off the ladies.
Oh, right.
He didn't touch him. He didn't, but he was there kind of to protect.
So
Do you have
this
that?
is the thing. Bouncers have their posts, and they stay in their posts. They'll do a walk around every so often. They'll peek in a lap dance room if they feel like something's going on. But we don't have security that's standing outside the lap dance room watching, making sure a man follows the rules. We have to be our own protectors in that room because in that room, curtains closed.
Yeah.
We by ourselves, essentially. Like, there's cameras, but they're not gonna get there quick enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, I've always felt like I have to be my own security. I'm gonna hem you up.
Do you take self-defense classes or trainings?
No,
and stuff?
I'm just naturally muscular, so and very heavy-handed, and my legs are strong. So if I gotta put you in a chokehold with my thighs, I would do that.
They'll be like, yes, I like that.
Right, I was like, okay, somebody
Keep it right there.
To happen.
Keep it right there. but kind of on that same subject. So obviously you have your boundaries, and you're really good with setting them. However, have you ever been into the guy and been like, maybe I don't mind if you want to stay right there? Like, do you ever break your own rules if that's what you want to do? No.
No.
Okay.
Not in the club.
She said not in.
But do you? Okay. There we go. That's what I'm like. So, I'm sure you come across.
Meet me outside.
Right. So I'm sure you come across someone that you're like, I would like to get to know you outside the club.
But see, this is the thing. Every super attractive man that I've danced for in the club, they've always been super respectful. They buy drinks. They take me on stage. They take me in the back. They don't even want to touch me.
Okay.
They just want to sit there and watch me dance for them.
Right.
Like, that's what turns me on. Like, you in here being a man?
Right.
What?
Fellas, take note.
Take note.
And it's always, I'm not going to say it, but the ones that just have the audacity to want to touch you all over.
Maybe the broke ones.
get one song.
Because they never got none. They gotta try. They like, I'm here. I'm in there. Let me get it while I can.
Exactly.
Like,
right. Exactly.
Have you ever had to step in for somebody else who maybe wasn't as firm at their boundaries as you were, like for another girl? Have you ever had to step in for
after her lap dance was over,
and
she was crying?
Oh no.
And yeah, there's been plenty of times, and I'm just like, when that happens, slap the shit out that motherfucker.
Right.
Walk out.
Yeah.
I don't care what this club tell you. They're gonna fire you. They're gonna give the man their money back.
Right, let them go to
walk
the club.
out. Exactly. Quit. Walk out. Go. There's so many clubs in Portland. In Portland.
Strip city.
So
yes.
Is it, with there being so many clubs, that also means that there's so many dancers? Do you find that the market can be oversaturated because there are so many clubs here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then, to be successful in Portland with so many strip clubs, what sets you aside from just the average money maker versus the woman that's really making good money in a place where there's so many women doing what you're doing?
Well, a lot of clubs don't have a lot of girls. So I don't work at the super popular clubs like Rouge, Spice, anywhere downtown. I don't like to work because there's so many girls.
Yeah.
And when you start at a club, you're fresh meat. It can either go, bitch, we don't know you, and I'm not finna spend no money on you, or we like new meat and we finna blow it back. I worked one shift at Spice. I barely made any money. Because the customers in there are regulars. They have their girls.
They have their preference. They have their girls.
Exactly. They have their girls that they already came to blow their bag on. So what I just stick to, my loyalty lies to one club. I work at one club. I build my clientele. I have my regulars, and that's just what I do.
And that works. Okay.
Yes. And I'm always my real authentic self, and they appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
kind of going back to when you're in a relationship or when you were in a relationship, even though your partner knew what you do for a living, do you ever change what you're willing to do out of respect for your relationship?
I mean, I'm the same because I don't do too much.
Yeah.
Like if I'm single,
yeah,
I have a little bit more fun.
Okay.
You know, you can spank me. You know, we can live out your little kink in the champagne room. That's fine. But in a relationship, I still have the same rules because this is this man's fantasy.
And so there's no
even
amount
in
of
the
money
club,
that would change that.
When I'm single, outside of the club, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay.
But in a relationship, in the club, I don't tell people I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Of course.
They don't want to hear that.
Well, you're right. No, so it's not even for the person that you're
But for
dancing.
me,
yeah.
You know, I'm a maneuver to respect my man.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
Makes sense. Now, we talked about this when you first came in, as far as like the P's in the club, and if you don't know what a P is, it's pimp. And because Portland is such a heavy sex industry location for many reasons, like trafficking and legitimate, whatever. How do you navigate avoiding because you are more of like an OG at this point, but like how do you navigate, or how do other girls navigate pimps coming in, trying to be groomed and all those things? Like how does that work?
So at this point in my dancing career, I know who's P. Portland's small.
Right.
I know all y'all.
Right.
And it's typically a black man. No shade.
Right.
But I avoid black men in the club altogether.
Okay.
Our producer just said, "Damn."
My bad.
Like, damn.
Sorry, I said no shade.
I guess I won't be swinging by after work.
I have a couple black men who are friends who come support me in the club. Love them to death. Because they were respectful.
Right.
A lot of P's in Portland are not respectful.
Right. That's fact.
They want to come off aggressive, and and I people, like I said, my mama laced me with game before I started.
Right.
So I know who to watch out for. And my demeanor, my mouth is, I'm disrespectful. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm gonna call you a bitch. Like all that. I don't care who you are. This is me. So yeah, none of that scares me. And it's like I watch other girls fall for it. I'm like, damn. And I'm not the type to be like, oh, girl, you got to watch out for him. Because girls ain't going to take it as me helping.
Facts. They're going to think you hate.
They're going to be like, oh, girl.
You hating on my money? Yeah.
And it's like, he throwing you money now to make you seem like he going to blow it back. But then when you pick that up and go talk to him, oh, you know, you going to join the team or what?
Right.
Ooh, like, okay, girl. Have fun with that. That's I don't talk to too many women in this industry.
Now, how is that? Like, are the girls friendly with each other, or is it very much competitive?
You can't ask me that because I'm not friendly.
She said, I don't talk to nobody.
I go to work to make my money and I go home. So when I'm at work, I'm sitting by myself. I don't lollygag with. I have my couple friends. Yeah. Who I make a bag with. Right. And that's it. I'm not finna just sit in this club and chat with all you girls for what?
It's not my social life.
We at work. This is
exactly like, and because I'm like that, a lot of girls label me a bully.
Oh. Not you're the problem. Oh gosh.
No, literally, I'm always be the problem, and I don't care.
But it's interesting that you'd be labeled that because honestly, it sounds like if you listen to you, you're there to actually help. I mean, you've figured out that a lot of people don't take your advice because it comes off a way. But it's unfortunate that that's your label when in reality you're like, yo, I'm trying to make sure you are good.
Literally, like a lot of these girls are 2, 3, 4 years in, and I'm like, baby, I'm 12.
Right.
So if I have something to say to you, I feel like you should really listen. Yeah. Like I know what's going on. I know these P's game. I know what they're talking about. You know all that. Like when I first started dancing, I was at. You know what? I'm not even gonna say the club name. I don't fuck with them.
They don't.
But you know, I was at a club and this P came in, and he was like, "Oh, if I throw some money on you, can I get a refund?"
Wait, what's a refund?
And what's crazy is, just a month ago, this man came into my club, and I recognized his ugly ass. And he tried to talk to.
Did he use the same line, or did he recognize you?
Nah, he didn't recognize me, but I walked away when he tried to talk to me.
So, okay, quick question, because maybe I'm just slow. What's a refund?
What is a refund?
As in, he gonna make it rain.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get off stage, collect my funds,
and get
it back to him.
Like literally a refund.
Like literally, he was dead ass serious.
I'm sitting here like, I just don't know.
No, he was dead ass serious. And he was black. Sorry, cameraman.
Yo.
He is the reason I do not talk to black men in the club. Unless you in there with a suit from out of town, from down south or from Phoenix, I'm not going to talk to you.
So basically no locals.
He wanted his money
back? Wanted his money back.
What was the point of giving it to you?
To make him look good and to make me look good. Baby, I already look good. You can't make me look no better.
So as a P, he was like, I'm going to throw this money on you. You're going to give it back to me, but it's going to make me look like I'm stunting. You're going to look like you're making money, so other people are going to make you money. And because I did that for you, you're going to give me some more of your money.
Psych.
Like, I met male dancers who actually give their girlfriends or their women that they deal with, they give them money ahead of time, and those girls are assigned to then throw money on them to kind of get the crowd going. But they've given it to them ahead of time. It's just coming back to them. It's their own money. So I've seen that in that way. It's just like, cause maybe you're just not good at your job.
Just to get the ball rolling.
Because if you need someone to do that.
But you said this is males that have done this.
I've seen men do that.
Very different than a woman's strip club.
Yeah, so
it's not the same vibe at all.
Right, because I know I go to lots of male reviews and I've been to lots of female strip clubs, and I'm just like, it's totally different. Like, I feel like the patrons of a woman's strip club, they're there with the intention of, I think I'm going to take this girl home. Like, legitimately, I think I'm going to take this girl home. Women go to these male reviews and they're like, I would love to. It's a fantasy, but I know I'm going home by myself kind of a thing. So how, like, that's just my personal view of attending. Like, how is it different for you? Like, men dancers and entertainers versus women dancers and entertainers.
I've never been to a male strip club.
Shut the front. Okay, we got to hang out.
Okay, no, wait. One time.
We got to hang out.
One time. But it was a cross between women and men. Reveal.
Okay. Oh.
It's in Beaverton.
Oh,
I've
been there. I didn't know it was a men and women.
I don't know if they do it anymore.
Oh,
but
okay.
At the time, they had men and women. And it was cool.
On the floor at the same time?
Oh, yes.
Now, remember back in the day,
right there, Viewpoint, over there about 80
it was
seconds.
Men upstairs in the raggedy-ass private club and the women downstairs.
That's the only dual spot that I've been like that.
Yeah, but it was never, like, on the same floor.
I feel like male reviews are not I don't think they're taken as serious. I feel like it's what they do for show, for bachelorette parties, for birthdays. And so it feels more like a performance versus coming to watch someone dance. Yeah. It's different. Right. I don't think the men are honestly taken quite as serious. And then they travel more. Probably but for gigs, it's like that. It's not like they're just doing one club.
Facts. That's facts.
So you mentioned you have a son. So how much does your son know about your work?
You know what? He's 13 now, so I don't know. So I'm always carrying out a dance bag, my little dance with all my outfits. He's seen my outfits. He's seen my shoes. But when I first started dancing, I told him I was working late at Walmart.
Shut the front door.
So I don't know if he still believes that, but I feel like that talk is coming soon because I don't want to stop for a couple more years. Like I have a couple business ideas that I want to do. Oh, nice. And I enjoy dancing too much. Yeah. Like not the men, but like being on stage performing, doing pole tricks, so listening to good music all night. Like that's my vibe.
See, like, it's the energy. I'm telling you, it's a vibe when you go into place.
It really is, and with the right people.
Right. That's very true too. So, because like again, I thought about that too when you say he's 13, and you know we interact on social media. So it's like you have a social media page, and so it's evident of what you do on that. Does he have social media?
He has I recently found out he has Instagram. Oh. I haven't talked to him about it too much.
But put that parental control on that thing.
I'm finna go on his Instagram and block myself. Because I've blocked all my family members. Like, well, not my mom. Because my mom, she supports me. But I've blocked my dad.
You block him from yours. Because if you block you from him, he can see on his block list. Oh, you're right.
Right. Thank you.
I got you because I got kids and I don't want them to listen to the podcast. I had to tell her.
First of all, her kids are our biggest fans.
I mean, they are. But I told a story one time about this man who was inappropriate as hell, and he told me to come to his job and suck his dick. And I posted on social media, and all I heard from the other room was, "Mom!" I was like, God. Block. And then I had to go in and I was like, Nick, I see that my son follows you. Block him. She's like, I'm going to lose a follower. Fuck your follower count. I said, my son is spying on us.
Right. Oh, weak.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. That is.
But I love that you mentioned that you have other business ventures that you're looking into. So obviously, like you're making as much money as you can possibly in the next few years. What are those business ventures that you're looking into?
So my first one was a massage therapist for just strippers.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
You could do that in the club though, so you could stay in the environment you like.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
not in the club. But
I'd be like, I would
when
travel. You off work, come.
No, you're right. So
she's like, I can tell that she wants like a vibe. She wants like a whole ambiance. Being like, I want to cater to you. Put your body on the line. I want to upgrade
an
apartment, get a 3-bedroom. My third bedroom will be that studio where it's quiet, it smells good. I'm gonna have robes, towels, take a shower before, after, all that. But it's because I've noticed that a lot of women need massages, but all the massage therapists in Portland are, majority men. We don't want to dance for men and then go get a massage by a man.
Interesting.
That makes sense too.
That their intent is not always good. So
especially if it's somebody that's patroned your club, you'd be like, oh, because now you're gonna feel like you get to touch my body.
But I mean, girl, if you like that, no shade, do you, boo? But for the women who are just uncomfortable with men doing that for them, I wanted to provide that service for the strippers. And then my second one was a taxi service. Oh, because I'm off at 1 a.m. right now because my club is under a probation period because it's a new owner. So I get off at 1. And from 1:30 a.m. until like 8 in the morning, I'm available to take you home because a lot of women don't have, strippers don't have cars. Right. And they got to get a Lyft or Uber. And, most of the time your Uber driver is a man.
Especially late at night.
My mom got me a Lyft the other night because my car needs a new alternator. So I'm out of a car right now.
Hint, hint, wink,
but she got me a Lyft and it was a man. I get in, it smells good, it's clean, he's cool. But then along the ride, I'm noticing this man swerving. He's almost missed my exit. And then when I hollered out, hey, you finna miss my exit, he's going to get over in a fucking truck. So you didn't even look to see if your lane was clear. Oh. Almost hit the truck. You know, he got me home, but at what cost?
Right.
Like,
that's scary.
So it sounds like you're really interested in ways to provide safer as well as rehabilitation services for the industry in which you work specifically, which I like because absolutely it's not, first of all, it's not happening. There is nothing for that for the woman who is getting off at a really odd hour.
Right.
And then also I noticed that at that hour, depending on where you live, there's also fewer drivers even available. Many times I've flown in and I touch down at 1 a.m., right? Trying to find a Lyft or an Uber, even at the airport, can be sparse. And so imagine you're just sort of out in the numbers.
Right.
And people aren't up. Now, if we're in a bigger city, like, you know, your Chicago's, New York's, Atlanta's, those are 24-hour cities.
Right.
But this is not necessarily a true 24-hour city.
Exactly.
No, not at all.
So I like that. I think you actually would be able to make some pretty good money because it's an untapped market altogether for both angles.
I love that. What is the craziest thing that you witnessed in the club?
Witnessed. Damn, I feel like that's hard. It's been a little petty. Okay, so witnessed a little squabble.
Okay.
I'm on Main, girls, you know, at the bar, hooping and hollering. Homegirls, one of my homegirls, love you, girl. You did your thing. But, you know, they fighting, and, you know, the guys was like, oh, that's my baby mom. And he's like, control your bitch. And, you know, they got the squabbling.
Oh, shit.
But then my homegirl, the bar's over here, I'm on Main stage. My homegirl climbs over the stage, past me, to get to this girl, and whipped her ass.
Oh.
It's beautiful because I
I
have front row.
Girl, get her, bitch.
I have front row.
Get her, bitch.
I was loving it, so it was amazing. For myself, it was a couple years ago. I'm working at Casa Diablo. I'm on my, like, the ending of my first song, beginning of my second. My older brother and his wife walks in.
And do they know that you do this?
Yes.
Okay, they know. So they're not that
And
shocked.
this is what makes me mad. I'm naked. This man sits down, sends his wife to the bar. He sits down and he watches me, smiles at me.
What? Yo, bro, fix your face.
I had to finish my stage set. I'm sitting there, I'm just sitting there waiting for it to be over. Because inside, I'm shaking. I don't know what I want to do. I get off stage, go in the dressing room, have a complete panic attack. Why would you do that? You see your little sister on stage. A normal person's reaction is to immediately walk out. Immediately leave.
What, do you guys have like a jokey relationship?
No, we don't. We don't have
a good relationship at all?
No, we don't. We don't have a close relationship. We've tried. He's done very fucked up shit in the past.
Okay.
And I just keep my distance from him because he's very weird.
Clearly, because I was about to ask, like, wouldn't you just walk away? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So
I have a panic
attack. Look
attack.
at my sis. That would be my brother.
Did he tip you at least?
No, girl.
I'd hope not. I do not want my brother's money.
But you just sit there like a weirdo.
That's
like,
creepy.
That is creepy.
So
and
I had
smile.
a panic attack.
Oh my gosh.
I called my daddy because that's who we share a father with. Is my dad. My dad and my stepmom came and got me. I can't stop crying. I'm hyperventilating. He tried to get there before he could leave.
Oh.
The owner comes in the dressing room. Well, if I knew you were leaving, I would have told him to stay.
First of all.
Wow. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
But then he goes, yeah, he told me that he knows why he's being kicked out, but if he can get a refund on his drinks.
What?
Yo.
That is the craziest thing that's happened to me. My 12 years of stripping. It stays on my mind.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
It was
behavior.
It was very.
Oh.
I don't even know. Like, I hate talking about it to this day, but it's like you have to talk about it because if you don't talk about it, you'll bottle it up. And
See, I thought you were going to say, like, the men that we interviewed, they were talking about how one time...
Hair caught on fire.
Hair caught on fire. He said he lifted this one girl up to do one of these, only he tossed her over his head on accident.
I can't. Oh, the girl that bit the dick.
The girl that bit the dick. All that stuff. I was like...
Yes, yeah, I ain't seen nothing like that.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I do have a question though, because I've seen some weird stuff happen at one of the clubs that you have mentioned that's downtown that's popular. There was this girl that used to walk around with a fucking dildo, and she would sit the dildo on the guy's lap, and then she would bounce on it like while she was dancing. And I was like, I feel like that's maybe against the rules a little bit. It was.
I don't know.
That's where I met Brooke.
Because that type of stuff happens at Casa. That's a normal at Casa.
Is it?
It is. One of my favorite dancers, JC. Shout out to you, baby. Love her. She has a toolbox.
Really?
A toolbox,
with, little different dildos, and then every once in a while,
it's a bucket.
Ooh,
it's a bucket of vibrators.
It's a basket. It was nicely crafted from fucking Michaels, and it's beautiful. Okay, options.
But she's worried about her kids listening to the show. Mom, where's your basket?
No, listen. When my youngest one was like maybe 1, and he was like walking. Walked in and he was like, ah! I was like, no.
I don't want that for you.
I never. Oh God, never again. That's why I push it really far under my bed. You know what I'm saying? Because, they know not to touch my basket now.
That's my mom's basket.
Oh my God. But anyways, I'm sorry. So the girl with the toolbox.
Yes, she carries on a little something that she'll have a little vibrator like that, and unsuspectingly will walk past a man and. And that's how she makes her money. It intrigues them, it makes it fun.
Yeah.
So that's
it's part of her personality.
Yeah,
I can imagine
makes
that.
it fun.
I can imagine that.
Y'all gotta go see her. Y'all gotta go see her.
Okay. And she's
she be making her titties drunk, like
really
muscle.
Oh, I can do that too. I don't know if you can see it through my shirt, but I can. I practice that in the mirror. Like
I love her. She's my baby.
Like that.
I'm gonna have to go see her now.
I love it. She's at CD. Okay.
Oh, but wait. Okay, so what's the deal with that one? Because they only take $2 bills, right? Listen, I found 2 fat envelopes of $2 bills equating over $100 in my aunt's room.
Oh, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, that tracks.
I was like, let me find out.
Oh, this is after she passed.
Yeah.
Oh, you found. Oh, your dead aunt was going ham in the club.
Maybe.
I love it.
Maybe.
Do you find that women or men tip more?
That's a good. I'm gonna say it's 50-50.
Really? Okay.
'Cause I'm a trick. I'm making it rain. I'm making it rain. I find a girl I like, yeah, baby, you making a bag tonight.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm gonna say it's 50-50. Men, make it rain, they show love, and women also. But we don't like when the women are overly loud and they feel like just because they're a woman, you can touch me. I've cussed out a few women
the rules are
at
the
the club. Yeah. Like, you're not finna smack me as hard as you can on the ass just because you're a woman.
Oh.
Baby, I will fight you right here on this stage, and I promise you, all these men will tip me
no
more
problems
because I beat your ass on this stage.
Right.
So
that is funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am loving this conversation. I feel like at some point we need to have you come back and do like little lessons. I need to learn something.
Right? I got a transfer pole we can practice on.
You do.
Yes.
Her mama's got a little pole in her room. It's for medical purposes, but I absolutely was like, Mama's up in there twerking it, while she pretended to be bedridden. You know what I'm saying? She ended up like, she I'm stringing these leg muscles.
Oh my goodness.
Is there like a move that is like your favorite move? It's like your signature move.
I don't think. No, I don't think I have. I just do.
Just like I just do whatever.
Are you able to do like partner pole dances too? Like you have a surfboard on a girl?
Yeah.
Hey,
a girl has surfboarded on me. Yeah.
Oh,
I did when I went to Phoenix the last time. Me and my best friend did doubles at Jags.
And so for that, like, do you just have to have really strong thigh muscles to grip because you're like laid kind of straight, right?
You just gotta squeeze.
Yeah.
Just squeeze.
Do you get bruised from
Not
dancing?
Anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
Yeah,
that's like a beginner thing. Huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
How do you not fall off your heels? Because I be falling off my sneakers. Those things are so tall.
No, they're so comfy.
Really?
It's because the platform
platform
is almost as tall as the hill, so it's like wearing tennis shoes. I wear 8 inches, so yeah.
8 inches?
No, my homegirl wears 9 with her crazy ass.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get used to at first, or was it just
real
natural? sheesh, yeah, I would have broke my ankles just falling off. Like I said, I fall off sneakers. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's not good. So I think it might be the last question, but are there things that are like fundamental basics that girls do to earn money? Like, I know, like the heel clapping.
I love the sound of that, by the way.
It's like the attention. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you clap your heels. Here's $1.
There
You know,
you
like
go.
Yes. You just gotta be loud. You gotta be
okay.
different on stage. You just gotta do your own thing up there. Like, you can't go up there and do what the last girl did. We already seen that girl. Do something different.
Gotcha.
Like at the club I'm at now, a lot of girls don't do it, but we have a bar that's above the rack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get up there and I'll do pull-ups. Motherfuckers be like, yeah.
Okay, so my last question.
Stuff like that.
My last question is there stuff that anyone does that impresses you? Because I'm always impressed when I see Usher's performance and he has the girls on stage with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I've seen some things at like KOD and, you know, different places like that. Are you impressed by anything you've seen, or is everything like, yeah, I've seen that?
If I can do it, I'm not impressed.
Okay.
If you can do something that I can't do, girl, teach me. I'm finna study you and I'm finna practice on my own time. But if I've seen it, it's not really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I know I said last question, but
I know. I
so like movies like Players Club, the shows like PValley and all that, like how realistic are those for people who don't know?
So I'm gonna be real. I ain't never watched P-Valley. So
Shut the front. Really? She's like, I see this in real life, so I ain't gotta watch this shit.
I don't know what that's. I just hate the unrealistic money throwing. Maybe it's real down south, but it's not a reality for Portland.
Okay.
Unless you're at Rouge or Spice.
Got you.
Where they have actual celebrities and the NBA goes in there and all that stuff. So they have that. Okay. But in Southeast clubs and the Northeast clubs, we don't have that because nobody wants to drive all the way out there. When people come into town, they're going to stay downtown.
That makes sense.
That's it. Players Club.
Nah, she's like, nah.
Okay, so my for real last question then.
I feel like Exotica was Players Club type.
Facts. Okay. That's I can vouch for that.
But yeah.
How much do you have to invest in your body as far as maybe going to the gym or any of those things to keep your body in really good shape, not just for appearance, but also for the strength to do different things?
I don't go to the gym.
You don't go to the gym at all?
She's like, I'm the bad example.
Right. No, because I just, like when I say I can really respect dancers that really put on a show, they're not just kind of standing and walking around, but really doing different tricks and stuff. I'm like, that takes a lot of I ain't got no abs, like it takes a lot. So I'm like, you know, do you have to go to the gym, you know, do a lot of curls and stuff just to keep
I'm gonna just say it's just my 12 years of doing the same things.
She's like,
you work out every day.
My body has maintained the ability to do what I do.
Got you.
So
that makes sense.
I feel like the only time I'm strained is when I'm doing something new or doing a trick I haven't done in a long time and my body has to like relearn it. Other than that,
I'm assuming you have a pool in your house that you can practice.
I don't.
You don't? Okay, so you literally practice at
Listen,
work.
her child would know for sure. Be like,
so here's the thing. I did have a pole at first.
But he was young.
And
obviously.
then he started to climb on it
God.
and do things.
Oh, look what I can do.
And then what I hated was my baby dad's other baby mom had a pole too. And he would dance on it. And then he would call me, why is my son... You have a pole too, so why are you asking?
Why are you mad at me? My God.
Let's be for real.
Yeah.
In this moment right now, sir. Let's not do that. So yeah, I have had a pole before.
Okay. But you do most of your practice in that work and whatever. Okay.
Yes,
most famous person that you've danced for?
Nobody.
Really?
I'm gonna be real.
Is that part of an NDA that you're telling?
No, absolutely not. I would be like, well, I did, but I had to sign it. You know, I was saying, but I've never met a celebrity. No, but
girl, we can fix that. Let's throw her handle out.
I got you.
But I feel like it's because my Instagram is shadow banned.
Oh.
I have I've posted too many explicit things or whatever. The arm bra, you can't post the arm bra. And you can't post
like what gets through, but then certain people get
I think I
shadow
posted
banned.
Come pay me on one of my stories. You can't solicit money. So I have too many restrictions. I can't go live for a year.
Oh shit!
I can't. So I'm severely shadow banned.
Oh wow!
On Instagram.
Wow.
So yeah.
I was like, well, what's your...
No celebrities yet.
So, how can people find you?
Yeah. Where can they
Like,
visit
you
at?
literally have to put my entire Instagram name.
Okay.
Queen Chyna with a Y and an underscore at the end in order to find me.
Okay.
And then my picture is not me, it's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if people did want to come see you dance or any of those things, how can they find you if you want them to find you?
Instagram is the main source.
Okay.
That's where I post my schedule. Like I said, Queen Chyna with a Y underscore.
Okay.
And then I work at AJ's Gentlemen's Club, which is new.
Okay.
Shout out to my baby Alex.
Yeah.
Love her. She killing it. But yeah,
All right.
that's where.
And she on her way to work tonight.
Right now.
Listen, we got to head over there after our last interview, okay? And before we finish up, we have this amazing vodka on the table that we have been sipping and dipping and dabbling in. Nebula 9 Vodka, our season 6 sponsors, are amazing. 4 times distilled, agave sugars, fruit juice, natural, no additional sugars, apple cider vinegar, so that when you drink it, you don't get a hangover, your stomach don't hurt. Okay, listen, all of the above, and they got their ready to drink cocktails in the can,
Which is what you see here
on the table. Yes, and they've got 2 shots in it, 9% alcohol, and you still don't taste it. It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
So make sure you see, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you check them out at nebula9vodka.com, and that's 9, the number 9, or Nebula 9 Vodka on all their social media platforms. But Nik B, where can they find you?
So I can be found on all platforms where Dirty Roses podcast live. May that be our website or our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok. You know, we active out here. And if you're trying to find me specifically, I can be found on Instagram at Nik B _ Nik B. That's Nick with a K. And Miss Leigh LaRie, where can we find you?
You can find me at AJ's. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be up in there like, hey, making something rain for some strange change. Listen, okay. But no, for real. You
It's
can
gonna jiggle jiggle. She ain't getting no folds. She's getting jiggles.
My homegirl in high school, so I'm telling another story. I'm sorry. But she wanted us to go audition at a club. And it was called the Dancing Bear. Oh, God. And they were doing like a big girls audition. And so we were like, yeah, girl, we about to go out there and I don't know what we thought we was going to do, but anyways, you can find me on all social media platforms. My name is Leigh LaRie, LeighLarie, and of course at DirtyRosesPodcast.com and Dirty Roses Podcast on all social media platforms, on all podcast platforms, and even on YouTube, so that you can see this beautiful woman sitting here in front of us. You got to watch the episode, okay? But we will catch y'all next time. Bye. All right.
Thank you so
Guess what, Rose Buddies? We are thrilled to introduce our new sponsorship packages. Be sure to hit us up at DirtyRosesPodcast.com to inquire how we can showcase your brand on our platforms.